How many of you have a big stack of business cards on your desk that at some point you really wanted to do something with, but just haven't had a chance yet? Business cards that you gain from networking events are something that really do not improve with age. They need to be acted upon right away so that people remember you and you're able to check in with them and then continue to nurture them as a contact so that hopefully at some point they'll become a client. So the Infusionsoft campaign that I'd like to walk you through is the networking follow-up campaign. This is a custom campaign that we have included within your quick start package. It's super easy, but it'll save you so much time. It works in conjunction with an app that you can download for free from the App Store called Snap, S-N-A-P. So you'll want to download that app. And what the app does basically is allows you to take a picture of a business card. And when you take a picture, the app will OCR the data on the card. But rather than a lot of OCR tools that come back with gobbledygook as opposed to something that you could actually use in your database, there's actually real people that are behind the quality checking of the results. So it's not instantaneous that you'll snap the business card and it'll immediately go into your database. What happens is you'll end up seeing in the top right-hand corner of your Snap app a little red number that'll show you how many cards are pending. And those are the cards that have cleared the quality review and as much information as possible from the image has been captured. And then what you can do is go in and just do a double check, make sure that everything looks okay. And then right from within that app, you can tag your contacts. So if you want to tag them right away for where you met them, for the lead source, for what industry they're in, because that can sometimes be helpful in terms of customized campaigns, as well as a couple of tags that we've created here that will kick off automatically an email that allows you to send someone a quick note that either says, hey, it was nice meeting you, or specifically request a follow-up meeting with them. So that's how this campaign works, and it's a great little campaign. It's one of my favorites. So this particular one here, you'll see that there's two tags that will kick off the sequence. And the first one is a follow-up with no meeting request. So often we'll meet someone at a networking event, have a nice little chat with them, and we may want to just stay in touch, but we might not necessarily think it's a great use of both of our time at that moment to have a follow-up meeting. Or maybe we're just super busy that month and it wouldn't be fair to set those expectations right away. Maybe that's something we'd want to do later. So if that's the case, we will tag that contact directly from the app, or later on, if you happen to be entering the contact information, you can do it the same way. I'll show you how that'll work from the intake form in a moment. But as long as that activity tag is applied that says networking, no one-to-one, then this particular sequence will be kicked off. And to make it super easy, when you are tagging contacts from within Snap, you can search with just the first few letters of the tag. So usually I'll enter NET and then the two networking tags will come up as either one-to-one or no one-to-one. I'll just click on the right one and then immediately the contact is tagged. So as soon as I save it, the moment I save it, that contact is immediately placed into this campaign. And what that looks like is very simple. We wait an hour because we don't want it to seem too creepy right after we meet someone. And it does want to, because these are emails that are, these are not the HTML super fancy once a month newsletter type emails that go out. These are emails that are intended to look like you just fired off a note personally. So realistically, it would probably take you at least an hour to be able to do that. So we've got a little bit of a delay timer in there. So once you've done that, then they automatically get a nice to meet you email, which looks like this. And in this case, for the networking campaign specifically, I've included my picture because a lot of times when you're following up with someone and they've met 50 people at an event, they don't remember who's who. So if I'm following up very shortly after the networking event and I'm including my picture, then they can make the connection as to who I am. So I don't tend to include my picture in other emails. A lot of people do, but that's certainly your personal choice. But I do like to do that in the networking ones. So very simple email. Hi, contact first name. I enjoyed meeting you and learning a little more about what you do. Just wanted to send you a quick email so you have my contact info. If there's anything I can do to help your business, please let me know. If it's okay, I'll reach out periodically with updates, and hopefully we can connect again soon. Have a great Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever day of the week it is. So I'm setting the expectation with them that I may be reaching out periodically with other emails, so I can add them to my newsletter list. And if they have a concern with that, then right away they can respond to this email and say, you know, that's okay. I don't really think I need to hear from you anymore. That hasn't happened yet, but it could. So that's how that particular sequence works. And then alternatively, if it's someone that I would like to have a follow-up meeting with, then I'm going to tag them with the networking one-to-one tag, and then that will kick off this campaign. And in this case, what I'm doing as well is I'm setting a field value for the lead source. So that's something that is important as well. We do have a general campaign that we're actually starting to include in our packages now that converts tags that are lead source tags to lead source fields, because we found it's a little bit easier to just quickly tag someone from the Snap app rather than going and entering the lead source information further below. So by doing that, by adding this campaign, then we're making sure that we're updating those fields, which is important for reporting. So you don't need to worry about that part necessarily. But what we do in this case is we're going to wait at least 4 hours, and then on weekday we're going to send you this email. And that email is going to say, it was nice meeting you. Can we set up a meeting to sit down and learn more about each other's business? I'd like to explore ways that we can help one another to grow. Let me know some options for best days and times. So because we've requested a meeting, we want to follow up as well. So we can create a task, and this task can go out to whoever sets up your meetings. It basically is going to say, please set up a meeting on the calendar for a one-to-one with this person. And all the information that your admin or whoever is setting up your appointments for you will need will be in that task. So that's how it looks like from the back end. And then what I'd like to do is show you how you can also kick off this campaign from a form. Now I'm going to enter my contact information up here, which is just slightly out of the view of your screen, but I'm pulling myself up here. And so if the person is already in your database, then you would just go to this little internal forms link here, and then you're going to select the contact intake form. And this is a customized intake form that we create for our clients as part of the package. We found that the regular one that comes out of the box with Infusionsoft is a little bit light, and you end up needing to go right into the contact record, which is just an extra step, and we're trying to simplify. Plus the fact that we've got a couple campaigns that you can automatically kick off directly from this particular contact form. So this is the same intake form that if you click on the little plus at the top right of your screen, we've configured it so that this will come up as well. So it has the basic information. Anything that we already have in the database will pre-populate, or you're going to add this information in. And as you can see, I don't have everything in here for the purpose of the demo. And the two campaigns that this particular contact form can kick off are the birthday campaign. So when I enter the birthday, it creates the tag that will kick off the happy birthday reminder sequence, which is highlighted in another video. And then we have this one here, new networking contact. And if I click on yes, schedule one-to-one, it will apply the tag to the networking one-to-one tag that will kick off the I'd like to have a meeting with you email. And if I click on the no, I don't need a one-to-one, then they're just going to get the it was nice meeting you email. So that's a really easy way to start the campaign. You can also, as with any other Infusionsoft campaign, go right into the contact record. If you prefer, you can manage the tags. You can manage them directly from here. So this is the little tags icon. So if I'm here, you're going to see that there's a number of tags that are applied to me. I can easily go ahead and apply a tag. So if I were to select networking one-to-one or networking no one-to-one, I could apply the tag that way as well. So there's several ways that you can kick off the networking campaign, either just snapping a business card and right at that moment entering, or as soon as the card has been OCR'd and quality checked, applying the tag that for either networking one-to-one or networking no one-to-one. You can do it through the contact form for intake, or you can do it by applying the tag directly. What I usually do, to be honest, is when I'm leaving a networking event, I'll just take 5 minutes in my car in the parking lot. I'll quickly take pictures of all of the business cards that I captured at that event, and then I'm done. Then they're all on their way to being in my database. They're all done together, and I'll just keep an eye out for when they're ready for review. I'll know which ones those are, and then I can just very quickly go through and tag them and kick off those campaigns. So I find that to be super easy, and hopefully you will too.